wanted to talk to you briefly about teaching multiple rhythms. The one that we most commonly meet when we're teaching is the 2 against 3 rhythm. And it's something that at the start students have a lot of difficulty with. It's one of those things that just takes time and a lot of patience, and then eventually it will just suddenly click and it will fall into place, and once they have it, they'll have it for good, but it is a process that takes a little bit of time and patience to begin with. I would always try and explain the mathematics of the rhythm to the student so that they understand how the beat is divided into 2 for one hand but into 3 for the other hand, and how those 2 marry together and fit into one beat all along the way. Now, some teachers find use of words a very helpful aid. So for example, 2 against 3 rhythm, teachers will often use nice cup of tea, nice cup of tea, nice cup of tea, nice cup of tea, to try and get that rhythm into the student's head. It is certainly a useful aid. It's not the ultimate aid, but it can help. I would encourage the student at the start to, without playing any notes at all, just get used to tapping the rhythm out with their hands. So there's a beat of 3 going on with my right hand, a beat of 2 going on with my left hand. But what I'm doing all the time is I'm giving a very strong downbeat so that the student can hear clearly where the beat is. That will help them to follow what's happening. From there, a very useful exercise is to take the scale of C, very simple. Start with the hands 2 octaves apart and play your scale of C, beating 3 in the left hand and 2 in the right hand. Do it very, very slowly to begin. Speed will come naturally afterwards, so start as slowly as the student needs to at the beginning. So after 2 octaves in the right hand, both hands end up on C at the very end. As I said, start as slowly as the student needs to, so much slower than that if needs be. And gradually build that speed up, and eventually they'll be able to play it at any tempo. And by the end of it, they should be able to play their scale of C.